Hello, folks. Welcome to Rocky Homestead. I know it's been a while. We got us a new little cat. She just come here. She seemed like a pretty good little cat. We named her Taffy. And that right over there is some New Zealand spinach. That's a growing. And these peas seem to be doing pretty good. They got peas on. Yep. This is just what I've got done so far in my garden. Here's some more of that New Zealand spinach. And right there's some more. I've already had a couple messes off of it. That right there is some lettuce that I had cut back. It's trying to come back out. This is some, I don't know if I can say it right or not, anise, I think it is. It's for pollinators. It'll bloom here in a little while. I planted it last year. It didn't do a whole lot, but this year it's really come out. Taffy thinks it's all right too. She's my buddy. That right there is a hollyhock that I put in there this year. Chocolate peppermint. That is stuff. That stuff I love to just pull a leaf off and eat it. It's good. And I think this is just a regular old peppermint. I think it is, and I think this one here is too. No, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I'm wrong. This right here is an apple peppermint. And that over there is a regular old peppermint. Then I got a few broccolis that I put in here, and they're doing pretty good. And I planted peas here, and they're just now coming up. There's one that's coming up. Right there. They're coming up out of the ground. What I say? This is cucumbers. This is cucumbers. It's coming up. More cucumbers. I should have quite a few cucumbers if they do good. They're coming up out of that ground. What you hear in the background is one little baby goat that is lost. Excuse me. Then I have a mama goat, and she's trying to call her other baby. She got one baby with her, a little boy, and then she's trying to call her the little girl to her. I'm afraid she's going to have to go back down there and get her and walk a little slower. Then there's the two others, which is the brother and sister of the one that's a hollering. Here's some Egyptian walking onion. And I got sunflowers started, and I'm going to put them here. But it's rain, and that ground's a little bit wet, and I ain't going to mess with it right now with it being wet. Good old garden sage. Just in a 5-gallon bucket. Then right here is dill. I'm going to have a pretty good bunch of dill, I think. It sure is pretty. I got 5 plants in there, and all 5 of them are just thriving. Then I got bell peppers right here. A couple of bell peppers. I got more on down the road here. These right here are the cherry tomato, and they're all doing really good. And I tell you what, they put on the way they say they do. I'm going to have cherry tomatoes running out of my ear. But with the way I eat anymore, I can eat a lot of tomatoes. I'm on a very low carb way of eating. I don't want to call it a diet. It's the way I eat anymore. I have to because I've got sugar diabetes. And so far right now, I've lost 41 pounds since the 1st of February. There's my other bell peppers. These are the Ozark Giants from Baker Creek. Then I had poke salad, pokeweed. I wanted to grow, and I let it grow, and I'm going to have to harvest it pretty soon. And here's some more peppers. Peppers are really good. I have put down there with them peppers in that ground a mixture of rabbit manure and goat manure and composted hay. And they seem to really like it. And here's my called Bonnie's Best tomatoes out of Baker's Creek. And we're going to have a cat fight. No, they backed out. They backed out. The tomatoes are done pretty good. So far. You know, I always said that I wouldn't plant until the 1st of May. Well, this is before the 1st of May, and I just now seen that. I've got a bloom. I got one that's wanting to bloom already. I just now seen that. I forgot what I was saying now. I'll think of it after a while. And these onions right here is what happens whenever you plant onion sets, leave them in the ground over winter, and they come right back up. Now they're making heads out there, probably put on seed. If so, I'm going to keep the seed. Now, right over there, I've got what they call, it's an old Appalachian bean. They're not coming up yet. They're just on the verge of coming up. But anyway, it's an old Appalachian bean called greasy beans. And the reason they're called greasy beans is because whenever they grow, you know, green beans has like a little fuzz on them. They make them look kind of dull. Well, these here don't have that fuzz, and they're really shiny, and it looks like that they're greasy, and that's why they're called greasy beans. But they're not a real big and long bean. But from what I understand, the flavor is outstanding. And right here, I've got some coming up. I got one coming up right there. You see it just busting through. And I got the same mixture of dirt in there, which is it's rabbit pellets and goat pellets with composted hay. And then right there is another hollyhock. And that little bitty hollyhock, I hope it makes it. We're going to see if it does. And this right down there is Amy, black and white one. And she got baby kittens somewhere, stowed out. I don't know where they're at. I'll take you down to show you where the goats are. That right there, the big goat is Annie, and that's her babies right there. And she's no ornery heifer, that's what I call her. That smallest goat right there on the left, he's had to fight for an udder all of his life. And see, that's why right there, I don't know why, but he's doing fine. He's doing all right. He was the last one born, and I don't know why she feels like that. But he'll get, but they're eating grass now a little bit, so they're doing all right. The two white and brown ones there is male, and the black and white one is a female. Here comes another female goat. She's pregnant, and I'd say she'll probably have one the next week or so. She's going to the water. She's thirsty. Yeah. They're a little ornery right there. A little scrapper. He hears this cat behind me, and he don't know what to think about that. He don't quit trying. He keeps on trying. So it won't be too awful long. I'll be having some billies to sell. If anybody is interested or know of anybody, that is. I know I've been gone a long time off of YouTube. I'm going to try to come back. I know I've said that before and never done it. But I'm going to try to this time. And kind of miss being on there. But things are going pretty good right now. And so I'm going to excuse the traffic. I live right on the highway. And my garden I got it put out. Took me a while to do it, but I did it. And losing 41 pounds sure helped me of doing that. But I sure am glad y'all stopped by and seen me. A little bit later on, I'll have Bo, my dog, in there, and we'll have my chickens and stuff like that. But this is just a starter. We'll get her done. And so I'm going to go for now. And I hope the good Lord blesses you and keeps you until we meet again. This is Jeff with the Rocky Homestead saying bye-bye.